Hey guys, so it's currently midnight and I just got back from a cruise, so my sleep schedule is really messed up. And so I can't sleep right now. So I was just up reading my Bible, and I thought about a verse that my old youth pastor always used to say. I mean, he would say it all the time. And it was Psalm 16:11. It says, "You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore." And I just started reading that and thinking about it. And I was thinking about that statement, in your presence there's fullness of joy. If you think about the word fullness, it means like being completely filled, like no gaps, no holes, no nothing. Being completely filled with his presence. There's complete fullness of joy. And I think sometimes that is just so underrated. Like, I know, especially for me, being a girl, being a teenager, Satan will constantly just get in my head about little things, things I'm insecure about, or certain situations that I can't control, and he will just start feeding me lies, and they will just start building up and building up and building up, and it just takes away from that joy that I have in God. It takes away from it. And it makes me so sad to see that, society and every other distraction in the world just picks at that fullness of joy, and it just does everything in its power to take it away. I mean, the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy, and I think his biggest way of doing that is stealing joy. Because without joy, you're down on yourself. You are, when you're down on yourself, you aren't putting others first, because you're thinking about yourself and how, I'm not good enough. I'm not able to do this. I've been there. I know how that feels. And when I'm like that, I know I'm not thinking about other people. I'm not thinking about, what can I do to serve someone today? Or what can I do to be a friend to this person in my life that needs joy, And when you have that fullness of joy, you can give that to other people that need that fullness of joy, that currently don't have the fullness. They have gaps, they have hurts, they have scars. They're in a situation and it's just the devil is taking their joy. And just be that reminder for them that if they look to God, they have complete fullness of joy. Like, nothing is missing. There is no party, there is no boyfriend or girlfriend, there is no friendship, there's no popularity, status. Nothing can fill your life like God can. And I can say that from experience. God fills my life every single day, and I know I'm not perfect in any way. Like, the devil really gets at me, especially lately, with taking my joy away. But it's just so peaceful to be reminded that God gives us that fullness of joy, and he freely gives it. All you have to do is literally ask for it. Ask to come into his presence, and he will show up. I promise you. And when you start living your life every single day filled with joy, it's going to start radiating from you. People are going to start noticing it. People are going to start saying, she should be upset in that situation. This situation should tear her down. But instead, you are still standing up strong, and you are still standing up tall. And because of God, you can do that. And when you do that, people are going to say, there's something different about her. I want that. I want to have that fullness of joy. And you can lead people to Christ that way. But I just wanted to encourage you to think about, fullness of joy, and just being there in God's presence, allowing him to fill your heart with joy, because I promise you, it will change your life. Good night, y'all.